whatever. It is what it is, right?
You're good. You're good. Recording started.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So let me kind of sum up where we are. Basically, the question was, what's the relationship between love and the blessings, the Birchas Kohanim? So the three questions we asked: why the Kohanim? Why are they the ones who are required to give the blessings? Number two, why is there the word Ba'ahava in the bracha, in the blessing, before the Kohanim give the blessing, right? The blessing that introduces the Birchas Kohanim has the word Ba'ahava in it, that the Kohanim are required to give the blessing with love. And then finally, why is it that the blessing has to be given through human intermediary at all? Why can't it just be given directly from God? Why do we need people to be involved? And the answer Rabbi Sachs gives is very similar to the concept that Ariel was saying before. But right before we say that, I had asked the question, what is it, and what's the one circumstance that we know in the Torah where a blessing was given and it was explicitly necessary for there to be love involved prior to the blessing being given? So I asked that question. I'm wondering if anybody has an answer.
A story, like Yitzchak and
yeah. Well, there you go. That's and I said I didn't think anybody was going to get it, but that's exactly it, right? That's the narrative with Yitzchak and Esav. So before Yitzchak gave the bracha, what did he do? He asked Esav to make him food, right? And the question is, why was that necessary? And he said, go hunt me an animal so that I can give you a blessing. And it's kind of odd. Like, why was it necessary for him to hunt an animal? Was it just that he was hungry and there was no actual relationship between the blessing and food? Obviously, there's something more than that, right? The fact Torah chooses to go out of its way and emphasize that there was food involved. And the answer to that is that Yitzchak wanted to be able to give the blessing while satiated, but not just satiated, but in an appreciation of the fact that there was food being offered to him, right? And what is that? That's love to some extent, right? If you prepare something for somebody, you go out of your way to do something, you set your own interests aside and you spend time and effort to prepare something for somebody else, that's an expression of love. And in so doing, Yitzchak was having Esav express his love to Yitzchak, and then Yitzchak in turn was expressing his love back to his son, and therefore was able to give him a blessing through that love, right? So we see clearly there's a relationship and the way blessings are transmitted and the way blessings. So that was just one point, kind of a proof, a raya l'davar, so to speak, that you see in the Torah, that there's a relationship between love and blessing. So bring it back to the specifics of this blessing, the Birchas Kohanim, and the relationship between the Kohanim and love, and why it has to be done through a person. Rabbi Sachs kind of bases his answer off different
It just froze.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was just me.
Me too.
Aria, you're frozen.
You're frozen. Like the movie. Tomorrow.
Maybe he's playing a prank on us. He's doing that. What was that show called? That movie? The song.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
No, Ari's frozen.
It's just Aria.
It's Westchester. So unreliable. Those Westchester.
Oh my gosh, we have two Tamars on the call also.
I know.
Really? It's
your twin.
My triplet.
Oh my gosh, Ari's off the whole thing now.
Ari is off. Maybe he's going to rejoin, yeah.
There's no waiting room, so he should be able to get right on.
Okay, where are you wedding tomorrow?
Just in Englewood. I actually have like a route that I do, but like a 25-minute. And
Do you
then
guys
I do
don't have a
this.
curfew? Oh, it's the curfew is just New York City?
What?
The curfew is just New York City?
The curfew is, oh yeah, thank God. Englewood is like real suburbia.
We have a curfew now.
Oh, New Jersey doesn't have a curfew?
New Jersey so far, I haven't heard of anything
What
happening
time
here.
is your guys' curfew?
It's not like there's anything to do at night here.
Right.
Like,
But
everyone's home anyway.
ours
no
started at 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
so you guys actually saying that New York, only Manhattan and the 5 towns, only New York City.
Penina, can you do me a favor? Can you just WhatsApp him? Because I'm not on WhatsApp.
No, Ari's on
Yeah.
there.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, no, this is really unfortunate. Sorry that the internet connection is so poor here.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Just sort of sum it up before we lose the connection one more time. So basically, the concept of the Berchas Kohanim and blessings is connected to love, because Kohanim, right, Kedoshim Tiyu, the idea that exists with Kohanim, is said in the same parsha as the parsha to love your neighbor like yourself. And that's how you become holy. And that's the concept of Kedoshim Tiyu, relates back to the idea of loving and one another and the creation of a community amongst a group of people. And so in this sense, the Kohanim were the ones who stood for that. They were the ones who are sanctified. And when we use the word Kedoshim, which is sanctification, is also another way of describing love, to come together as a group. So the Kohanim were the representatives of the idea of Kedusha, which is also the concept of love. And the way you become holy in the Torah is, as the Torah describes, Kedoshim Tiyu, has to do with loving your neighbor and treating them the way that you would want yourself to be treated. So that's the reason why the Kohanim were the ones that were chosen to give the bracha. And then the idea that the bracha has to actually be given with love goes back to what Ariel was saying before, which is that the concept of blessings and the way it works through people is that God wants us to come together as a group, to come together as a nation, and to care for one another. And that's actually the way that the blessings are able to be transmitted. And so it's specifically with respect to Kohanim, through their love, and the Kohanim that represent the concept of love, that the brachas are able to work out. And so, although, I'm kind of just summing it up, but really it's something Ariel already mentioned before, the idea of bracha and love and Kedusha is all kind of brought together through this unifying theme. And so with that, and obviously we're in a time of peril, both coming, I wouldn't say off the heels of coronavirus, because it's obviously still around, and in the current circumstance that we find ourselves. And the idea of Kedusha and love, as we've established it, and community, is not just focused on the Jewish people, right? Even though the Berchas Kohanim is something that's focused on the Jewish people, it's something that really exists as humankind more generally. And we find many different communities use the same brachas, and it's something that's been used for a very long time throughout different nations. Archaeologically speaking, there are many different similar types of blessings that have been found in various different communities. And so we're supposed to think of ourselves all together as one unifying community. Obviously, the Jewish people are a community within a community, but we should be thinking of us all together as one community, and what hurts one person hurts everybody else. And so with that thought, when we think about the idea of love and holiness and loving one another in order for blessings to come true, we should try to spread the love as far and wide as possible, and keep, the interests of the entire humankind and all parts of humankind, all discrete communities, to come together as one community. And with that, the blessings will hopefully be fulfilled.
Wow, so
Maine,
beautiful.
you have to mention Leonard Nimoy, though, don't you?
Why so?
Because Leonard Nimoy,
Berchas Kohana?
because of Birkas Kohanim.
That's right.
And we could dedicate a share in his memory.
That's true.
Also.
Can you do for my grandmother's Rafu Shalima? Can I mention her name?
Of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, please.
Oh, for Neina Bat Khanum. She's in the hospital now. We're not allowed to visit her. So
You should have a refuah shlema.
thank you.
Before Shalema also to
And Nina, you
Shira
could,
Muchnick.
as a Bas Cohen, you can give a bracha.
Oh, Nina!
Ah, I could say the
So
back.
chashuv. Such
I
a
just wanted
holy
to-
co-host.
I wanted to also add Shira Muchnick's father is in the ICU with
please,
COVID
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
for round 2, and I just want to. You should have a Refuah Shlema. His full name is Mordechai
Amen.
Yehuda Cohen Ben Ita.
Also
Amen.
Cohen. Amen.
Is he a Cohen? Oh, it's at a Cohen.
Yeah.
That's a giveaway.
Oops.
Slight
Do
hint.
people just add it into their name so it sounds like it's their name? Then that's not a thing.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you,
spending time
R.A.
on this.
This is beautiful. Well, what can we, if we want to, learn more about this, where can we look?
Well, definitely read up on Rabbi Sachs's work. He has this theme. So he has this in his Parshas Naso, but I think it's Baaloscha, where he references that he really kind of goes through this theme there. So if you go to his work on Parshas Naso, just see in that covenant and conversation, that's his material. It's on his website.
What's the website?
Rabbi Sachs.
Yeah.
He has his weekly Dvar Torah on it.
What's the website?
I don't know offhand, but if you Google Rabbi Sachs, covenant and conversation, it'll come up.
Ari, so are women Kohanim also supposed can give brachos, or it's really just the male Kohanim?
I mean, halachically, I assume it's just male Kohanim, but I actually don't know.
It might be just the actual Birkas Kohanim men, but in general, everyone can give.
Yeah, anyone can give, but to the extent that
Kohanim question.
I mean, based on what we were talking about and all the reasons why Kohanim specifically, descendants of Aaron, were the ones that were able to give the bracha, I don't see why there should be a difference between, male or female descendants. The idea is that you're all descendants of Aaron who promoted peace.
P, did you used to go up with your dad?
No.
When you were little? No, just the boys?
My father actually did give us
when you were 5?
to each kid. I don't know if your parents also do that. My
You mean
dad
on
always
Yeah, on
did that.
Shabbos.
Yeah, Friday night.
You never ran up to your dad during Birkas Kohanim in shul when you were a little kid?
So actually, when I first moved to New York, I was extremely surprised at how low the mechitzas are here. In Israel, it's like a whole different floor. You look down. So no, I didn't do that tomorrow. Not that I can remember.
Make it down fast enough.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, guys, I got to jump. I'll speak to y'all later.
Thanks, Aryeh.
Thanks for the
Have a
cheer.
great
Aryeh.
week.
Take
It was
care.
awesome.
Stay safe.
Yeah, I'll speak to y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Guys,
Bye,
you don't have to
everybody.
leave. Wait, Pia, you still in the
I
car?
feel so warm inside and happier now.
It was a really nice
beautiful.
Torah.
Missed
It
a
was so
lot of
nice.
it.
He's awesome. Can I tell you, we're so blessed in the theme of this year. Because Aryeh and Hillel Saul's also amazing, but it's too hard with Israel time. But they're both so consistently awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They're just they're really high level learners. I mean, Aryeh has I think, I don't know if he went to the Mir or where he went for yeshiva. Hillel, I think, was in Israel, right?
Hillel was he ran for 3 years
in Australia.
in Australia, yeah.
Yeah, but so consistent. I like that we're keeping the library, so I have to still convert or save Hillel's share from last week. Aryeh has his share from 2 times ago, or 2 weeks ago, whatever. We'll see if Hillel will give it next week, and then we can go from there. But this was so nice. Aryeh, this is the first time you joined the virtual share, right?
No, I think I went to one other.
Okay. You're the Wine Wednesdays representative.
But this was wonderful. I feel so happy now. You know,
Aw.
I don't know. I have a whole. I'm so energized.
Ariel has to come to more shears.
I know,
Definitely.
virtually.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out because I actually have a Zoom birthday party.
Have fun. I'm so happy you're going to Muncie, boo.
We're here. It's so nice. Yeah.
Well, be safe and wish good health. Pray for good health for your family.
Thank you. Praying for all of you guys.
Bye, Pete.
Bye.
It was so nice to see everybody. Hope to see you again next week.
Thanks, Hannah.
Nice to meet
Thanks,
you.
guys. I'm gonna have to ask my sister to actually end it, the recording on my computer. Okay, guys, we'll talk later. Thank you so much for being on. This was so fun.
This is fun. I look forward to it every
I
week.
mean, where are the boys? But, you know, got to get more boys besides that.
Slowly but surely. Usually we do, you know, this week.
I know, we always get one or something. Honestly, I think it's just hard for people to think doing a Torah shear, like, at night after everything. So
Okay, maybe.
I started doing learning on Monday evening, and like I love it. It's so nice.
You know what? If you want another class, Nava Sultan is teaching a class right now, or like soon.
she's good.
I love her class. Ahavet Israel. It's really good.
Who is that? Not
Nava Sultan.
Nava Silken.
She teaches at OZ.
Yeah, she's a cutie. She also has a twin.
Yeah, and her class.
Oh, the twins. You know.
Oh, I love to join
Updated.
that.
Do you want me to send you the link, Ariel?
Yeah, are you sure it's okay?
Yeah, it's totally open. She teaches it every week. She would be so happy. She emails the link. Can you write your email address? And I'll forward you the email.
I can also send you guys information on WhatsApp when I'm back on my computer.
Oh, sorry, that should be a dot. I think I put a comma in.
Okay. Okay. Ariel.
Is it a Gmail? Is your email a Gmail, Ariel?
I'm starting to actually transition away from my school email now, which I've used for so long.
Wait, is that a Gmail you have now?
Yeah.
You know that in Gmail, where you put a dot doesn't matter. It's the same email address.
Really?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I know, but I put a comma though.
Oh well, that will actually screw it up. But if you don't put, like, if you do my email is tamar.simon@gmail, the same email is tamarsimon@gmail. T.amar.simon. It doesn't matter. Same email.
No, that's great because that would get kind of confusing if someone had like mine without a dot.
Right, that's why they're smart. Those Russian Jews. So
All right.
they're all Russian. They're all Russian Jews. Wait, Ariel, what street are you on? 46? Where are you? 45?
43rd and 10th.
43rd and Leora. So in Santa Monica. So you guys are in for the night. Staying safe.
You're in Santa Monica.
Yeah, in LA.
How are you doing over there?
You know what? It's honestly, it's crazy. Like curfew's at 6 o'clock. Yeah, they're just, some people are really taking advantage of the situation. It's really sad to see. Like they ruined Santa Monica. They looted it, and it was so sad.
Did you see, like, have you been to the place or you stayed away?
I didn't go to the place. ARIELLE. I didn't go to Santa Monica to see after, but I did go to Westwood, and that was where they were supposed to loot the next day, and they were boarding it up, and it was just everything was closed.
Yeah,
It was really sad to see that. They were like afraid.
Yeah, you know, in New York, on like Amsterdam, a lot of places, like all your restaurants, they have gates, like those metal gates that they close up with. And you
Yeah.
have to have.
I mean, it's scary.
It's really scary. They're taking advantage of the situation. It's not right, and they're making this whole movement just look so bad. It's really hard to, like, I don't know. It's just making them the whole movement. It's just ruining everything. Really sad. Ariel, I sent you the email. Can you check if you got it? It went through.
Oh, I did.
Okay, so there's like 3 classes every night. I only go to Nava's class. So it's at 9 o'clock. And you see the typed in meeting 305.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
so
would.
you just
Do I
go.
just? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you just go to Zoom and then you just type in that meeting.
Okay. And it's totally okay that I join.
Yeah, it's like she teaches at a shul, so it's a community-wide share, so everyone's welcome.
Does she do meeting or she does webinar?
What?
Does she do meeting format or webinar?
She does Zoom meetings.
So everyone can see who's on.
Oh yeah. It's just like this. It's like everyone can see who's on, and she teaches about the parsha of the week and how we can improve ourselves with
Oh.
with the parsha and lessons of kindness to other people and Ahavat Israel. So I like it. And she's like, she doesn't really like, she kind of keeps the topic on point. She finishes on time. She's a mother. So like, she's really sweet. I love her. She's one of the best people. She's great. She's a really good energy. She has a wonderful energy.
Well, I mean, that sounds wonderful. I'll join at 9 o'clock. That sounds great. Thank you so much for sharing this.
No
Happy
problem.
Ariel has time for another year.
I know, right? I know.
Amazing.
Samar, you should see. So I finished clocking in my hours I like have to do my hours at the end of every month. And I'm like a little behind this month, so I finished today. And I was just astounded by how much I've worked over the last month.
Clock in?
So I don't feel bad taking tonight, and
Can you
taking
tell us
another
how many
hour
hours you overworked?
from this past month.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in May, I worked 272 hours, and 245 of those, almost 246, were billable.
Like a normal, if you do 8-hour work days, 40-hour week is 160 hours.
Well, most of this was in the last 2 weeks too, because the beginning of the month I was like slightly, slightly less busy, so like a lot of work to do, but the last 2 weeks have been really crazy. Like I didn't get Memorial Day, I haven't got any time off, I just work all weekend, so.
Guess what? There was no Memorial Day.
No Memorial Day.
Anything. I promise. This nothing. So now you can take some time. Good. Yeah, but guys, I just want you to be safe.
Yeah, we have to really.
We'll see you.
All right, guys, I have to run. I want to finish some things before I join Nava's next class. It's been so great, though. Nice to see you all.
Thanks, Mira. Yeah. Ariel, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to leave and try to figure out how to leave or something. Okay, bye, guys.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.